If ever there's a video that everyone needs to watch, it's this one. This warning here is very important, and the information that I'm about to give you in this video will change your life. And it doesn't matter whether you're looking to get a job, or you're already in the job, or you want to start a business, or you already have a business, but there is an information that is very critical. And one of the things that perhaps we need to talk about is, have you seen the rise of inflation and the rise of or the cost of living, for instance? And we need to talk about that. Fish oil, your maize meal, you know what I'm saying, it moved from 65 rand before the lockdown to 115 rand now. And cooking oil moved from probably 30 rand to 120. But there is an implication that is far greater than you can think. And next year we are getting into recession. So there is something that affects both the person that is looking for a job and the person that wants to create a job, being the business person, entrepreneur, one that looks to create side hustle. So you can tell, like, guys, these things are not normal. I can tell you this now before we dive into the information, that dive into more information in this video, that next year, guys, we're going into 2023, we're going into recession, and we need to take that and interpret that with our understanding as to how to prepare for that. As a job seeker or as a business person, you need to prepare for that, right? But before we start dissecting everything, before we start unpacking everything, guys, one favor, please. Guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. Now, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's start unpacking each and every critical thing that you need here. Number one, good people, we heard from there was an article released by e-Business Touch. I think it's probably at the beginning of November, if not late October. In the article, they said South Africans are getting more poorer, right? They said previously on the second quarter, the research was focusing on the second quarter. Now, they said that previously South Africans will have probably 12,000 rand as a household, just an average. But now they say they have probably 7,000 to 8,000 rand. And now I need to explain this now. This is to be understood in this way. You can have, this research says, basically, you can have the same amount of money, 12,000 rand as a household, but the way inflation or interest rate has affected us, an amount of 12,000 rand is now equivalent to 7,000 rand, because things are expensive but the money is still the same. Do you get the point? While others have lost more money in the process. So it's getting a little bit tough, you know what I'm saying? But don't worry about it. We need to unpack more. We need to look at how does it affect you, how does it as a job seeker, and how does it affect you as a business. That research revealed a very critical information, and that is, if South Africans were to live a better life, they need to get more money than the interest rate that we already have now. And that was before the Reserve Bank President, Mr. Lesego Kganyago, added more interest rate. That means that research is now invalid. That means the problem that I've just outlined, it's now more worse and more deepened by the fact that the Reserve Bank gave us more interest rate, right? So how does that affect you? It's a question that you really need to ask, and it's a fair question. Whether you want to start a business, it's a question you need to ask. Whether you are a job seeker, it's a question that you need to ask. But before that, the article went on to say we needed more money, we needed to get more increase, we needed to make more money and rise above the interest rate at the time, and then Mr. Lesego Kganyago gave us more interest rate. That would mean, but I'll make an example, if you were paying a bond at around 4,500 rand, with the interest rate, you would probably be paying a bond at around 4,900 rand. You know what I'm saying? Or 5,000 rand. It just depends on also your credit score as well. But moving right along, after the interest rate, I can tell you now, as of now, UK and America, they are already under recession. Now, if these two countries are under recession, like it or not, we are affected directly, not even indirectly. Now, South Africa had then predicted that as the whole country will be in recession. Chances are the recession will start around March going downward. What is recession? A recession is probably, you have seen that there's a rise of fish oil. That means a country that produces fish oil for us, which is maybe Ukraine, is now in the war. They cannot give us those things. So the supply is less while the demand is either increasing or steady. To get the point. So let's make an example in percentage. The supply is 30% while the demand is 80%. Thus the country is in recession. There will be more demand and most of the companies will go out of the business and most people will be unemployed. A lot of people, 2023, will be unemployed. Now, you and I are here to understand how to survive the situation, because that's the reason you're here, right? The only way you need to survive the situation, or you can survive the situation, is if you look at investing on things that does not lose value. I was talking to somebody and I was asking this question: what type of shares should we buy? And they suggested that gold and oil, or he suggested that gold and oil will never run out of business. So if you have 200 rand, 300 rand, 400 rand, start buying shares around such things. Banks will never close. It's very difficult for commercial banks to just easily close. You may look into things like that. There will be things that will, even after recession, we will still need them. So to those that do get either a government grant that comes in a form of 350, or maybe a government grant that comes as a child support, or those that are working, guys, prepare yourself. To those that want to start a business, look deeper before you get into business. You need to understand this. You can start that business, fine, but will it survive? Is that business providing things that will become of a greater necessity, so much so that people cannot afford to live without that? If you're providing things like that, when we say things like that, guys, it is things like food. Whether we are in recession or not, we still need food. You know what I'm saying? But the consumer behavior is that during a recession, during difficult times, they tend to look at things that they don't need and focus much on things that they need. Research as well has revealed that for people, and listen carefully again, for people to survive, a family of 4, they need an income of 4,500, right? 4 people, 4. They just basic, they need 4,500. You can attest to me. If just write into the comment section below, tell me if you know what I'm talking about. So we are in a very difficult time. It's critical that we prepare for this. As a job seeker, there's no way you can prepare for this except you start, looking into things like buying shares and all the stuff, or you must then research around qualifications that will be needed. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be those companies that will be closing and others will be on business. But I can tell you, rest assured, 2023, a lot of people will cry. So I don't want you to be caught by surprise. I don't want you to I don't want you to be one of those that will commit suicide, because some tends to suicide, but I don't want you to be part of the stats. So if you want more solutions, just get into the comment section below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would have loved. You know what I will do? I'll deliver a video as we prepare for this. If you think just because you've got teaching qualification, therefore you will easily get a job, thank you. Let's see. It's gonna be difficult, guys. We are going towards a very difficult time. It's already difficult even now, but the year ahead of us gonna be hell of a year. But you'll tell me in the comment section below. See you on the next video, but until then, please take care.